Hey guys, Alex here. Today we're talking Apocalypse. Was he worth it? Not really. He's a great character. Of course, he's maybe second, third best character in the game, but no, for a year worth chase, even with the updates that they gave him, I haven't tested him as a big Apocalypse with Empowered, which is he's probably gonna be better with this, but it, he's a great character, not worth all the hassle and like people spending like tens of thousands of dollars to unlock him big as at day one. I think this is ridiculous and no. That being said, if you're playing in Marvel Strike Force, you want to build up the best characters, and Apocalypse is definitely one of them. There's no point in debating if he should be better and if he's going to be better with empowered abilities. Probably. Uh, let's talk teams. ISO of is striker definitely because of his basic that gives him offense up and speed up. Mostly speed up is the most important. It does some other stuff, but I'm gonna focus on speed up because when he uses and also with his passive, uh, he has a charge mechanic that uh, let me 1 second. Is it here? Yes, when this character is charged, apply stun to the target and then clear a charge on this character. And this happens also in his ISO attack, so he can stun the first character that he uses his ISO attack on. And more importantly, he gains speed up, so he has 50% more speed, and he's going to use this ability faster, and then the empowered one basic. So he's definitely a striker. He also deals a lot of damage. He has a lot of drain, so with a bit more damage, he's gonna drain a bit more. Uh, I don't even think that there are a lot of arguments against striker. Almost everybody has a striker. Uh, I have heard like Skirmisher that his focus as small apocalypse is low. He also gains 6% focus with from Red Hulk's passive. Usually he learns his stuff. His ability block in arena isn't that impactful, so it doesn't really matter. And he also gains extra focus here, so gain 20% extra focus for each ally. I've kind of heard about Raider, like that this hits like adjacent, this hits everybody, but no, I can't justify anything else than Striker. Let's go about the best teams to use him with. So basically, it's the best team to use him together with Darkhold instead of Scarlet Witch. I don't know if Scarlet Witch is going to go with her brother now that he's in game, but we'll see about that. Both in war defense, it's very common. Defense is very strong, but not as good as like Gamma or I don't even think like Dormammu, Tangled Web, maybe America Chavez in there. It's not that big of a war team, but maybe like the third best war defense team. They're strong enough. Supposedly they make it a lot harder for teams like Underworld to beat Darkhold. Maybe War Dogs, or maybe they just can reduce the possible punch up that happens with this. And this is also the team that's used mainly in countering. Let me move here. Yes, I don't save this. room 5 to counter this team, you basically need Apocalypse with Darkhold. Now this is maybe going to change in like 11 days, maybe later after watching this video. I think this because they're releasing uh, the new warriors to counter this team. So at least to counter Weaver. So probably we're gonna still, because Apocalypse in his passive also has like extra accuracy. So this is the best use of the team and the best use of Apocalypse that will help you progress in the game. Countering Room 5 in Cosmic Crucible, and they're not really, except with a team using Tangle Web, I'm not really familiar with any other team, this and Darkhold Apocalypse, that can beat Room 5. So, and Cosmic Crucible is one of the best, the game modes that give the best rewards. Another option is this team. I'm not gonna put him in defense. I'm just gonna, or maybe like, let's go here. Instead of Phantom X, you use Apocalypse. This team, I've done some war testing, both as testing war practice and in real war. Now I have on defense Apocalypse with Darkhold and Unlimited separately, but this team can do a small punch down against Gamma in war. So they're a great war team. This is also a team that could possibly beat Room 5 in Cosmic Crucible defense. Just like Unlimited X-Men are a better team elsewhere in Crucible. Like they are a very decent defense. Darkhold isn't as strong anymore because they do stuff like this. Darkhold guys, they have minus 10%, which I don't want to curse, but I feel very of behavior. Like they have us build up a Darkhold just to make them less impactful, so we buy their teams. Also, let's talk Arena. This is the best defense in my opinion, best offense in my opinion, and right now this is the best defense with Cable instead of like Archangel or a Kang the Conqueror in offense, because it's a coin flip who's going to go first, because it's very likely your opponent is going to use this team that I have here in offense, but Kang only gives on offense the 5% speed bar, so you have to go to Cable. Where is he? Here you are. On Spawnfield, 5% speed bar, both in offense and in defense. So maybe your team goes first, and that's a good chance that this defense is going to hold. Yes, Apocalypse made the Arena meta defense to hold better, and I'm very grateful for that. I like this because now I'm working at Arena Reset, and I would have lost many power cores otherwise. Since I locked Apocalypse, more than half the days I was not number one and I didn't lose. First I had I took number one spot 500 power cores, not because I attacked last moment that I was doing the previous like 3 months before we got Apocalypse, or I got Apocalypse because I didn't get him day one because of ISO Blue 4. Since I got him, I can do my arena attacks earlier, anytime it's convenient for me, and just wait and very likely, not 100% of course, uh, about 50, I would say, maybe a bit more, but it's dropping a little bit. Uh, like the first, for example, like 2 weeks that I had Apocalypse, I might have lost like 3 days or something like this with Emma Frost instead of Cable. Uh, then this defense stopped working as good, and now I have Cable. He's not really important to build up. As you see, I have him at purple gear still. I have faced a G15 because when I did this, everybody in my arena started putting Cable, maybe because it was working. Uh, a G15 cable, and he even at G15 doesn't really do anything. And outside of like arena defense, he's very useless. I don't use him, and I don't see any opportunity to use him. Maybe like unlimited to counter unlimited in war, but he's not really doing anything. He dies off very soon. Uh, Maybe if he was a bit healthier, he would do a turn meter rewind and clear some positive effects, but he's not really a good character anymore in the game right now. Uh, so I don't see what building him higher will do anything. Uh, where I would stop at Apocalypse, probably I would keep building him like for DD6 because he can be using two different modes. We'll see about this. It's not released exactly which tags are going to be first. You put every T4 on him. After all everything that you're doing to unlock him, I think it's stupid to not do it. I didn't even really read the text very carefully what the extra stuff are given. I know he's a very impactful character, and uh, it's definitely worth putting all the T4s on him. It's probably I'm gonna bring him to ISO Blue 5 almost, maybe even the next character that I'm gonna put ISO on. You see, I already have put one piece on him because right now in Cosmic Crucible it's incredibly important to win this matchup. I'm first gonna put this like ISO Blue 5 before I'm starting working for the big apocalypse. But right now, as a player that's not spending a lot of money in the game, I think it's stupid to go after big apocalypse. I mean, right now to push for a big apocalypse right now because you don't have the ISO Blue uh, 5. You don't have this. It's not really available in the game. Maybe like in a few months when we have more of this, I'm gonna focus harder. Of course, you slowly building for the big apocalypse, but it's a different thing to ignore other teams like Masters of Evil, like Quicksilver that now is in the game. To have the big apocalypse, it's not really worth doing this. Okay, bye.